Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Amway Center in downtown Orlando, tonight the Orlando Magic taking on the Chicago Bulls. The opening tip won by the Magic, and we're underway on Church Street in downtown Orlando. Isaac. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Aaron Gordon snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Jonathan Isaac, defended by the former Hoya. Screen coming to Aaron Gordon. The Bulls with the rebound. Bulls have it. To Markkanen. Nothing going here on that drive. Surveys the floor. To Porter. Here comes the screen. Porter. His first effort off the mark. Gordon. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank. And I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight finals wins. Here comes the screen. Yes, Aaron Gordon missed his first. That one goes.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Markkanen. Levine. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Fournier to Vucevic. Gordon. Not that time. He missed it. To Zach LaVine. Won't go. Augustine with the basketball. Leads a bucket. To Fournier. Screen coming. Fournier to Vucevic. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 72%. First one, count it.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Bulls with the basketball. To Markkanen. Porter. Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Aaron Gordon pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Gordon. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Magic have it. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Augustine with it up top. Leads just a point. Gordon to Fournier. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. To the rim, lays it up and in.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Fournier. Here comes the screen. To Gordon. Has a chance. Gordon's shot misses. LaVine to Porter. LaVine. Beyond the arc for 3. Zach LaVine forcing that one there. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Chicago possession. To LaVine. Nothing going here on that drive. Probing the defense. Trying to cash in. Zach LaVine. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Aaron Gordon. Nothing going here on that drive. Gordon. Jonathan Isaac. Not that time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
LaVine to Porter. From the painted area, won't go down.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Here comes the screen. Zach LaVine. He's now 4 for 6.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Markelle Fultz. Time to shoot for Orlando. Has a look. Rebound comes to Chicago. Short jumper off the mark.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Deep two there. Won't go. Chicago with the possession. Dunn to Zach LaVine. Screen coming. And the slam.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Fultz into the front court. They trail by 7. Has a chance, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Markelle Fultz, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 47% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Dunn to LaVine. The drive right to the basket. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. To Fultz. Trying to cash in. Shot by Fultz, no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Done. To Zach LaVine. Has a look. Zach LaVine. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Here comes the screen. Stuffs it down with authority.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
To Young. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Magic own the possession. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Markelle Fultz trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Missed the foul shot. Dunn to Young. Here comes the screen. To Chris Dunn. Nice pass to set things up.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Fultz with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Doesn't get the bounce. Oh, and a putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the flight of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Here comes the screen. And the rebound comes down to Young. Done. 5 seconds to shoot. Here comes the screen. Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Fultz with a shot off the mark. The follow won't go either. That ends the first quarter with the Bulls in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Chicago basketball. To Young. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
In the front court, it's Augustine, trailing by 11. Mo Bamba to Gordon. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. And the basket good at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Young. Porter. To Young. Here comes the screen. Young shot misses. Gordon. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Short jumper won't go down. Augustine with the basketball. Down 11. Terrence Ross up against Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. To Aaron Gordon. Can't connect.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Here comes the screen. No good. Gordon goes to the right side. To Gordon. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Curling inside. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
For Orlando, number 1, Jonathan Isaac. Into the game for the Chicago Bulls.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Augustine with it up top. They find themselves down 10. To Aaron Gordon. Baseline drive. Short jumper misses. To Young. Here comes the screen. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
It's Orlando's ball. Gordon.
Shoot it, shoot it.
To Mo Bamba. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Young. Here comes the screen. Young on the drive, but his shot won't go. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Five to shoot for the Bulls. Going to launch beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call this.
And this does not look good. The Magic going to make some changes. You hate to see anybody get hurt. That appeared to be a lower body injury. First one goes down.
For the Chicago Bulls, number 34 and number 24, Lauri Markkanen.
2 for 2 on that trip.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
To Wendell Carter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul. but take it when you can get it.
Fournier to Vucevic. Here comes the screen. No good. Bulls with it. To Wendell Carter. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Fultz into the front court. His team down 9. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Markelle Fultz at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Can convert the free throw. To Wendell Carter. Jumper's good.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Fultz with the basketball. 9-point margin. Zach LaVine rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
LaVine to Wendell Carter. Won't go down. Magic basketball.
I got ball. I got ball.
Fultz to Fournier.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Has a chance. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Marking it. Goes to the left side. Here comes the screen. The Magic with the rebound.
Lock up. Here you go.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try, no good.
Number 32, Chris Dunn. Subbing in for the Orlando Magic. Number 2.
Misses the second as well. To Markkanen. LaVine to Markkanen. Trying to cash in. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Shot from the lane won't go. To Wendell Carter. Magic have it. Fultz into the front court. They trail by 7. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Markelle Fultz Trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. It's Chicago ball. To Wendell Carter. Levine to Porter. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Vucevic to Fultz. 5 to shoot for Orlando. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Levine to Porter. Levine to Young. Porter. That's good D. Shot no good. Fournier to Fultz. Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Orlando ball.
Oh, yes, me and you, me and you. Come left, 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 left.
Markelle Fultz to Fournier. Knocked loose. Ball's out. Last touch by Zach LaVine. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Levine. Zach LaVine doing what he does best. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Fultz to Mo Bamba. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds off a Bull, so it stays with the Magic.
Get it back, get it back. Send me down, ice, ice.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Shot won't go. Shot by Fultz, no good. First half comes to an end. The Bulls have the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Bulls entered halftime with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls. The Magic would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Orlando Magic.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Zach LaVine tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. LaVine to Markkanen. Nikola Vucevic tips it. Otto Porter. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Fournier. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Evan Fournier at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Numbers not good. 52% for his career. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. Bulls with the rock. To Wendell Carter. Porter takes stock of the floor. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Fournier. Isaac to Fournier. Nikola Vucevic. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Markkanen. To LaVine. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Nope, first one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. In the front court, it's Augustine. The margin standing now at 7. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. To Porter. To Zach LaVine. Not that time. Augustine with the basketball. Right now, down 7. To Vucevic. And he's going to the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Nikola Vucevic has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Marking it to Porter. The drive right to the basket. Otto Porter, 3 for 6 now.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Fournier. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Levine. Goes to the right side. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to get things going.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Augustine with it up top. His guys trail by 10. To Fournier. Five to shoot for Orlando. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Knocks down the first.
Subbing in for the Chicago Bulls, number 2. Entering the game for...
And he makes them both. To Porter. Knocked loose. Magic have it. To Mo Bamba. From the painted area, won't go down. The follow won't go either. To Porter. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Fournier. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws. To Levine. Here comes the screen. Marking it. And finishes strong.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
In the front court, it's Augustine. Trailing by 10. Isaac. To Fournier. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Porter. Here comes the screen. Chicago with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Tough shot for Markkanen. No good. Fournier to Mo Bamba. from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Markkanen. Porter to Zach LaVine. Has a chance. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Can't connect from in close.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Porter. Otto Porter, 4 out of 7.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Mo Bamba. Knocked loose. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
It's good, and one.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Zach LaVine trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Markelle Fultz. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Porter. Five to shoot for the Bulls. Trying to cash in. He connects with the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Orlando has it. Markelle Fultz to Mo Bamba. Drives, but a shot won't go down. To Markkanen. Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Fultz into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Fultz. Jonathan Isaac against Porter. To Fultz. Jonathan Isaac not going down here. To LaVine. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Now a step back.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Here's Orlando with the basketball.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Probing the defense. Markelle Fultz. Easy pass to the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The assist from number 1, Jonathan Isaac.
To Porter. Rebounded by Orlando. Fultz with the basketball. Down a bundle. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for the Chicago Bulls.
From long range, the Magic have the rebound. Fultz into the front court. Trailing by 15.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Defensive foul to number 0.
Too much contact. And free throws coming.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. To Wendell Carter. Young. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Fultz with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Mo Bamba. Runner's good there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Done. And it's Aminu with the rebound. To Fultz. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. It has been all Bulls. It's Magic basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Done. Saved it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Young.
Pick up, pick up.
Watch the pick. You see it.
Porter. Thaddeus Young. He's 3 for 7.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And a throwdown.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Done. Down to Young. Shot from the lane won't go. To Fournier. No good, and no foul.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Magic have it. Fournier. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Isaac. Just off the mark. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Here comes the screen. Isaac to Mo Bamba. Nothing going here on that drive. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Done. To Young. Here comes the screen. To Young. Fires the three. The lefty strokes it. Thaddeus Young with the three.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Isaac to Mo Bamba. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Mo Bamba at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Done. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. To Fournier. Screen coming. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Young. And a 5-second back-to-the-basket violation is called. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the Orlando Magic, number 9, Vucevic.
Fires the three. It's Carter with the rebound. Levine to Markkanen. Good look that time, but off the mark. That's rebounded by Chicago. To Chris Dunn. Levine to Wendell Carter. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Fournier. For three. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Levine to Markkanen. Beyond the arc for three. Rebound comes to Vucevic. To Fournier. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Try from the baseline, but it won't go down. Fournier to Vucevic. And a putback slam.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Fans, we're still accepting nominations for our community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Bulls have it. To Markkanen. sizing up the defense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot for Markkanen. No good. Augustine with the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Markkanen.
Screen.
To Zach LaVine.
Hey, good contest.
Deep two there. Won't go. To Vucevic. Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Bulls with the basketball.
Number 8, Terrence Ross.
To LaVine. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Augustine with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Vucevic. Missed a wide open look. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
In the front court, it's Augustine. His guys trail by 10. Able to convert inside.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Chicago possession. Surveys the floor. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Another shot won't go either. Augustine with the basketball. Margins 8. To Mo Bamba. Vucevic. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Zach LaVine. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Offensive rebound. Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Vucevic. From the painted area, won't go down. Chicago with the possession. Done to LaVine. Here comes the screen. Return label.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Done. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Augustine with it up top. They find themselves down 10. Isaac. Lets it fly from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First try at the line, no good. That one won't go. One more to come.
Number 10, Evan Fournier. Into the game for the Chicago Bulls. Number 20.
Unfortunate. Missed all three at the line. Eight-second violation. It's going the other way. To Fournier. Shot clock winding down. Trying to cash in. He's looking for that touch.
Make the next one. Make the next one.
Chicago basketball done. To Wendell Carter. Probing the defense. Markkanen to Chris Dunn. Weighs his options. And strokes it.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. The Bulls take this one as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls did what great teams do best: finish. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls. The Magic lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Zach LaVine put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports.